First of all, synchronicity is physical linear space-time's way of showing you that everything is connected, that everything is an orchestration, that there are no accidents.
Yeah.
Now, some things may have more or less meaning for you, more or less information for you as a synchronicity, but everything is a synchronicity. Everything is an orchestration, no matter how seemingly menial. For example, you're stuck in a traffic jam. Is the information in that traffic jam for you? Maybe. Is there a lesson for you to learn in that traffic jam? Maybe. But maybe you're just willing to be in that traffic jam and help create the traffic jam because someone else is learning a lesson they need to learn. Still an orchestration, even though it may not necessarily be mostly directed at what you need. But it's directed at your willingness to help and serve others, which is why we're all here. We're reflections for each other. Number 2, synchronicity is one of the easiest ways for spirit guides to get messages to you because they're using things that are already in front of your face. They don't have to interrupt you. They don't have to insert blaring trumpets into your mind to pay attention to the message. They're going, okay, this person needs to know this information. That information is going to be in that conversation between two people down the block. So I'm just going to tell them, please turn left on your walk today instead of right. Because I know that when you turn left, the timing is going to be that you're going to overhear that conversation and it's going to give you the information you need. Bang, synchronicity. So synchronicity can be one of the easiest ways that spirit guides have of getting messages across to you that you need. So they use it that way because, again, everything is connected. Everything's an orchestration. And all they have to do then is just exert a little bit of timing into telling you when to do this or what to go look for. And then you follow that urge as if it's your own thought. I don't know why I feel like turning left today. I always turn right. Today I just feel like turning left. And then you overhear exactly what you needed to hear. So synchronicity tells you that there is a fabric, that there is a tapestry that we're all a part of, that all the threads are interconnected, and that those threads influence each other, have meaning for each other. And each of us have a specific path in that tapestry. And when we're aware and working through our lives in an aware state, we can more often navigate with awareness and pay attention to where those threads cross that have meaning for us. And the rest of it, we can just assume has meaning for someone else if it's not evident to us. But we still know I am here at this moment, in this place, at this time to be of service. I may get something out of it for me, but at least I know somebody's getting something out of it. And I'm helping.
You mentioned spirit guides. Now, spirit guides is one of those spiritual platitudes that gets said so much it sort of loses its meaning and value, you know, and also can be lumped into certain spiritual movements, like let's call it like the New Age movement. And then if someone has a problem with the New Age movement, they then are completely discounting a universal truth. Yeah. So we just came back from 2 days of mediumship training, and I don't know how long I've been doing spiritual and ceremonial work, probably 10-ish years. And I have never acknowledged this being. I literally have spent my whole life seeing this thing and going, aliens, and avoiding it. And literally the teacher's like, you have a mediumship mentor. They're like, if you are not defensive, if you do not play the victim, if you are a good listener and do not, you do not take everything personally,
right,
you will allow your mediumship mentor to come forward and to teach you like a trainer at a gym. But you have to be a good student. You have to be ready for it. Otherwise, they're just going to back away. But you all have one. It's your mediumship mentor. Do not be afraid. Ceremony starts. All of a sudden, I feel hands on my shoulders. And I'm like, hey. and he is like, this is the first time you've acknowledged me and all this. And let's get to work. Next thing I know, my body's moving. Right. There's no pain in my stomach. Right. And I'm able to have this transcendental experience for the first time, not suffering, not scared, not resisting. And that changed my life forever around the quote unquote spirit guide. So what is the spirit guide? Why do we have one? What is the function? Enlighten us.
What is your function?
To learn.
No, what is your basic function in life? What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah, you. What are you?
I am a human. Do you mean my like core intention in the world?
What's your job?
My job is to disseminate information to evolve the consciousness of humanity and grow and heal my soul.
And you do that by doing interviews and films.
Yeah.
And okay, you have a job. You have a definition. Why don't you think that the people in spirit do? Mm-hmm. Because they're people too. Yeah. They're just not physical. But they have skills. They have knowledge. They have experience. They have jobs that they choose to do. Spirit team is what everyone has, a spirit team. You have a spirit team. You have a spirit team. I have a spirit team. Everyone has a spirit team. It can be composed of literally hundreds, if not thousands, of individuals. Soul family, angelic beings, spirit guides, extraterrestrials. They all are part of your collective group that you have consulted with to decide that you're going to have a physical experience. And when you, as an individual out of that group, and other individuals who might be part of the same soul family, have decided we're going to incarnate together, we're going to have a physical experience together. I'm going to play this role, and I'm going to play this role. And I'm going to do this job, and I'm going to do this job. Well, you can't leave out the rest of your team. They're going to go, well, now I have this job. I'm going to help guide you. I'm going to give you some information from my point of view that you might need at a certain time on your journey because I have your back, because I'm part of your family. I'm your friend, and I'm going to help you. So just like you come here and have jobs, they also have jobs, and they have different skill levels. They have different experiences. So you may have 2, 3, 4 spirit guides that take turns. Okay, you're now facing something that has to do with this. Well, hey, Joe, you're the expert here. Why don't you help guide him in that experience? Because you have more experience. You have more lives doing that. You know more than I do about how to help him while he's having his physical experience. So that spirit guide will step in. Your mediumship mentor. Hey, you're the guy that should be the mediumship mentor because you have more experience with that in other lives that you've had, and you've learned more things in spirit about mediumship than I have, so go for it. You help him. They have jobs. They have your back. We all have spirit teams. We're never alone. Now, they will back off if you need them to, or if it's important that you learn a lesson more on your own than they can help you with. But they're always there to help guide you. They always have your back. And there are specific beings that have specific things that they can do. For lack of a better term, we've known this for how many hundreds of years? We have called them guardian angels. Mm-hmm. Okay. There are specific beings that we are calling guardian angels. Some people call them birth angels, that are of a vibration where you have made an agreement to have a physical experience. You have chosen your entry point, which we call birth, and you have chosen your exit point, which we call death. Their job is to make sure, because of the chaotic nature of physical reality on Earth in particular, it's their job to make sure you don't leave before your time. That's why we have so many near-death experience reports now. Because people who get into situations where they actually physically die are sent back because it's not their time. And it's the birth angel that says, you're not done. By your own agreement, you're not done. So I'm going to send you back, and I'm going to make it so you're going to be okay, and you're going to learn a lesson. And sometimes it's even that, how the heck did that person survive without a scratch?
Yeah.
The guardian angel has done that. It's like, no, this isn't your time, and there's no lesson you need to learn here. You just need to be more careful next time. So you're going to stay there, and you're going to have no ill effect from what might have killed you, and you're going to sit there and maybe wonder for about 3 days how the hell you got out of that without dying. But it's because of me.
Yeah.
Because you need to continue, and you don't need to continue to go through the hospital because that's not your lesson. So I'm going to make sure that I change things in physical reality to make sure you get through this somehow. And you'll just sit there and wonder about it for a few days, and then you'll forget all about it. You'll just feel lucky.